Hello, Sagittarius. Do I want to take this? This is way too early, but I will look at it though. All right, some of you could already resonate with this, but this is your reading for the week of the 30th going to the 5th of November. If my voice sounds croaky, it's because it's still warming up. It's still early hours of the morning. So some of you might relate to this. We will put them back in, but we have the thinking woman. So some of you, this could be someone around you. All right. Especially with the all tied up, someone could be reaching out to you to help them. Or some of you, if you are feeling tied up in your life, then you definitely can be thinking about solutions. All right. Your brain is activated this week. All right. But anyway, let's dive in now that we've done the introduction. All right, please Spirit, for Sagittarius for the week the 30th to the 5th. It came back out again, clearly as a message here. All right, so we'll keep that in mind. Some of you could be feeling a little bit stuck, or again, have somebody around you who feels a bit stuck. With the thinking woman, regardless of gender here, what this means is that you guys are definitely going to be thinking about potentially breaking free from something that has got you a bit stuck. This could be your mindset changing as well, by the way. You could be feeling more drawn towards like researching or listening to certain things that inspire you or make you think a bit differently, whether that is, you know, reading books as well, like as you can see she is doing here. And that butterfly, by the way, does represent some form of transformation. So some of you could really be feeling like you're ready to kind of change your life or ready to transform. All right, let's see. Could be called towards like just learning more or doing more. I don't know. There's definitely a bit of a catalyst coming in here with this energy, meaning it's initiating something very important for you. All right, so we have leadership coming through for you guys. This is looks like, is it Gemini energy or is it Libra or both? Air sign energy, to be honest with you. So again, that's more about your thinking, but more about your communication. You guys could be learning how to communicate differently with people, how to connect with people, how to be a leader of your life as well. This reminds me of the Emperor card, so Aries energy as well. It's more about, which is also the head, by the way. So again, lots going on up in your brain. All right, with the leadership card. It's the broccoli. We then have tomatoes, which is all about love. Some of you could be spreading love. That could be part of your purpose. To lead, to show love. That is also Libran energy. Something may have happened in that season recently. Oh, we also have this deck as well. All right, so some of you could definitely be opening up your heart space as well, by the way. And maybe that's been a bit closed off for Sagittarius, please. Discovery. Ooh, we do have that heart space opening up here. You guys are really getting to know who you really are. This is quite deep, actually. It's actually quite deep. You guys are really taking control of your life. You guys are figuring out what your purpose is, who you are this week, which is very empowering. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on in your recent past, so we can try and figure out where this has happened. By the way, this is the root chakra. So definitely two chakras coming in, because we have a lot of green with the first two cards, but you're thinking about your leadership. And then we have these reds, and what reds represent is root chakra, and the green is the heart chakra. Okay, so definitely opening your heart space, but it's because you're also discovering who you are. And this is also you loving who you are, by the way, as well. Like you're becoming someone that you love. So if you haven't been very content with yourself, very happy, very, you know, loving of yourself, maybe it's because you feel like you could be doing better or you should be doing this, whatever it is. You are kind of stepping into the energy of you're loving yourself for who you are now, but you're also definitely moving forward and becoming someone who you can look up to or feel proud about. Like that's the energy coming in. So a lot of action, a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, and a lot of preparing this week. In your past energy, here we have the Knight of Pentacles. Recent past for Sagittarius. Alright, so definitely some fears here. It does feel like some of you recently have either, you know, stepped into a new job or a new role. The Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, if it's, you know, work and financially, it does feel like you are really trying to figure out how to build on something, how to plan something, and how to plant the seeds of something. When it comes down to your own life, it's the same message practically. It's really about trying to plan for something and knowing or wondering where to plant the seeds. And the seeds can represent, again, where you're investing your time, your energy, your resources moving forward. But there is some fear. So it feels like this energy has been going on for a little while. As Sagittarius, that's what it feels like, at least recently. But we have the Nine of Swords. So there are some fears within you when it comes down to what it is that you're planning for. Again, if it is financial gains, if it's just yourself within, you know, your stability that you're working towards, your finances. There are some fears here. Can we see what the fears are about? Because the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles is good. Whatever you've been recently doing is good, but I think some of you are really fearing failure. You're fearing that you're going to get your heart broken, that you're going to face some sort of disappointment with the Three of Swords. Some of you, again, could be repeating old events, past situations in our mind sometimes can be the case. For some of you, this again is kind of hinting towards like the fact that your heart chakra is still healing. I think that there is still some past pains that we have not addressed, that we kind of, you know, when we address it, we take the swords out. We recognize exactly what's hurt us. We look at it, you know, when we're capable of doing it, and we, you know, put the swords to the side and let the heart heal. It seems like the swords are still there. The swords are still in your heart space, meaning that we never really addressed what really was the root of the problem, or what really hurt us, like where it came from, why we feel certain pains at times, why we feel sad at times. Like you are discovering the root of the issue. Like I can see you going quite deep into your pain, which is interesting. And it does feel like there is going to be some sort of like, I'm hearing awakening when it comes down to what exactly is causing that, because you can then counteract it, and if Six of Swords, you move forward from it. You know, the swords are now in the sea. They're off the boat. Usually it's on the boat. This is about learning the lessons that we can from a situation, take what we can from it and move forward. All right. In this case, you guys are just leaving something behind. That's what it feels like, to move forward. So this kind of feels like, to me, wherever this anxiety is forming when it comes down to your future, when it comes down to something that you're building, planning, whatever it is, whether it's insecurities or whatnot, you're really discovering where it came from. And therefore you're going to be able to kind of counteract it here. Let's leave that here. In your current energy, let's see for Sagittarius. Queen of Swords. Oof. That's good for you guys. This is very beautiful, actually. So Queen of Swords coming through as your energy. That is that thinking woman energy we had before. Again, regardless of gender, I don't attach too much to those words when I say them, if it doesn't relate to you, of course. But the Queen of Swords is a very beautiful energy for really stepping into your truth, stepping into your power. Having your guard up. I think you guys are again in this very intellectual energy, very logical energy at this time, which is not a bad thing. This is a way to protect ourselves at times, especially if your heart chakra is a little bit closed off. You could be portraying yourself as the Queen of Swords without realizing it, because she does, not really let people in. She will communicate, but that's about that. She doesn't involve her heart when it comes down to things. But within this week, it does feel like you guys are really coming up with a lot of ideas. You are thinking a lot about really kind of good things. You do have the Four of Wands here in reversed. So this kind of feels like a lack of reaching a goal, but you still have the Sun anyway. And the Sun is all about happiness, joy. It is about growth. So let me see why the Four of Wands is here. The Ace of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. Maybe it's a financial goal. You guys could definitely be learning how to love your current situation even though you've not reached a goal. That's what it feels like to me with this energy. The goal, the Four of Wands, is the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. It's something that you're working on, though. Maybe it's going a lot slower than you anticipated. Maybe you do have to make a decision between two jobs, two ideas. Which one's going to be better than the other, that kind of thing. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning coming through when it comes down to your finances, but maybe the goal is not happening when you want it to. But I think you're still in the process of kind of figuring that out and making a decision when it comes down to it. The Ace of Pentacles feels already like it's yours, to be honest, but you are kind of trying to weigh up your situation. That's what it feels like. Or maybe juggle things. Maybe you're balancing a lot of things. Maybe you're super busy. Yeah, emotionally, the King of Cups and Ten of Wands, clarifying that Four of Wands in reverse, feels like, again, emotionally, there's a lot going on. Don't overburn, don't burn out yourself. Don't overwork yourself here with the Ten of Wands, but at the same time, you are going to be finally reaching a goal. It may not happen in the way that we want it to, like, yeah, celebration, finally, but it's more of like you're finally like out of breath kind of thing, it's more of like a damn, like that was hard work. But the King of Cups, this is telling me that you guys emotionally are starting to get a lot more, emotionally intelligent is a word that comes through with the King of Cups, because he knows when to use his emotions. He knows when to, not let them rule and overrule him or make his decisions for him. You guys, you could actually be really, your emotions are valid. Make sure you process them. But the Ten of Wands, the message I'm picking up here as well, for some of you, you may have had to push your feelings aside to achieve some sort of goal. And again, whatever you're doing here, you are achieving that, okay? When we just really don't want to do something because we're tired, or I just don't want to do it like today, but you end up pushing yourself through. That's the kind of thing that I'm seeing here. If we let our emotions rule all the time, then I'm sure most of us will be, having a pamper day somewhere every day, or something like that. Resting, chilling, relaxing. It does feel like you are getting some results from this. And it is in the form of finances, it's in the form of stability or resources, okay? Whether you end up having more time on your hands, whether it is just a gift for some of you with the Ace of Pentacles that you give to yourself, treat yourself. Queen of Swords, Six of Swords. You're finding ways to move forward. I think there is an energy here of being kind of sick and tired of that Five of Swords, being disappointed, having people, turn their back on you. Or Five of Swords can, again, just be like things that just don't work out the way that we want it to, and having to move forward is kind of a conflict energy. Maybe being in conflict with things around you. Maybe it's conflicting work environments. Maybe it's just conflicting home environments, whatever it is. Six of Swords tells me that you guys are going to be moving forward. This can definitely be just spiritually, but some of you may end up moving here. That's something that you are making decisions on, how to move forward, where's the best place to move forward. But the Six of Swords is a really good sign that you are moving towards calmer waters. So moving away from that conflict, moving into something a lot better and a lot more soothing is the words coming to mind. What are your blockages this week, though? Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. This is that feeling of feeling quite bored when it comes down to something that you're currently working on or currently having to stick to. Seven of Pentacles, again, waiting for your harvest. Some of you are getting bored about waiting for results, I understand. Four of Cups is kind of like rejection. So pay attention to that. We're not in this... It's okay to feel bored, it's okay to feel jaded, you can't really control that. But with this energy, just make sure that you are still open to new opportunities, because as you can see here, he's being offered an Ace of Cups. It could be love, it could be a new person coming into your life who might be very good for you. But because you are currently waiting for the Seven of Pentacles to show fruit, you might end up rejecting things that are actually quite good for you, things that might actually help you emotionally improve or feel better. So pay attention to that, okay? Don't hold on so tightly to what you're working on that you forget to have fun in the meantime. You do the Ten of Swords. So again, some of you might be super fearful about something coming to an end. Some of you might have a bit of this kind of like inability to balance not just work life, but I mean it as things that you're working on. If I say it like that, your work life like that, but also your personal life. And I think there's a little bit of like maybe not nurturing yourself as much as you probably should be whilst you're waiting for something. It's almost like when this is over, I will do it. Like when I finally reach this, then I will look after myself, or I'll look after my health, or when I have this, I'll do that. Try not to do that around this time. Seven of Pentacles says that, again, it might still take a little while, not that long, but a little while to see fruit in what it is that you've really worked hard towards. Just pay attention that you don't end up kind of defeating yourself by rejecting, your emotions and having fun in the meantime with the Ten of Swords, okay? There is definitely some change coming up for you. And endings and new beginnings and shedding of old skins. I do see that. Especially when it comes down to that discovery card that we have here. Like, you guys are healing certain maybe habits and traits that you have of yourself that maybe, again, you want to change. All right, so that is definitely here. Let's see in the near future for you, Sagittarius. Six of Cups, Five of Wands. I'm rolling my eyes at this because we don't want to see a past card in the future. All right, Six of Cups and Five of Wands. But sometimes this is, again, part of the process. So let's see. That is about reflecting on maybe conflict. That may be, again, people from the past coming through for conflict. But Six of Cups, Five of Wands, and a Strength card. For a lot of you, maybe this is where it actually starts to ignite your strength. Six of Cups, Five of Wands. Some sort of nostalgia might come through. You might see a certain picture. You might hear from a certain person. You might be in a certain location that just triggers a memory. It may lead to some conflicting thoughts. Some of you might be reflecting on actual conflict here. But it does feel like with the Strength card, you will be really kind of rising above it and seeing just how far you've come for a lot of you. Some of you have been in worse situations than what you're in now, and that's something to feel quite grateful for, that you're moving forward slowly but surely. With the Strength card, you're also recognizing your strength and empowerment to move forward. So I feel like this is you kind of giving yourself grace. With the Strength card and the leadership, that they're linking them together right now. So for a lot of you, something that you didn't realize was a trait of yours was actually leadership within itself. It's because of the strength that you take to push through certain things, they're saying relates to your powers of leadership. So if you've ever felt like you weren't capable, they're saying that you definitely are. Just look at the past. And I think in the near future, you are going to actually reminisce a little bit. Remember certain things where you needed to be a leader, and you are going to see that. Like, maybe you had to lead some people. Maybe you had to kind of end some sort of conflict. Maybe you took on that responsibility to, cut something out, whether it is, and also this is really clicking here, generational cycles. For a lot of you, the Six of Cups, the Five of Wands, this can even be your childhood. This could be something nostalgic. You're really kind of recognizing how to rise above it, how to show strength, how to show traits that maybe other people in your family didn't break through or didn't deal with in a certain way. I think you guys are breaking that generational curse, that generational cycle, and judgment. Absolutely, the trumpet's being called here with that judgment here. This is about truth. This is about clarity. This is about learning a lesson and breaking free. This is about releasing and moving forward. So absolutely. Something about this reflection, I rolled my eyes at it. Maybe that's how you're going to feel when memories come back up. It's like, ugh, not this memory again. But it actually feels like this time that you're reflecting on it, it does bring like a reminder of your strength. It does kind of bring about this kind of judgment call that I actually do have strength. I am a leader. I have led before. I have done this. I have got good ideas. I do have and you're starting to fall in love with yourself with this energy. I like that. All right, let's see. For some of you, if there is someone from the past coming back up, Five of Wands just represents some conflict. There is just no agreeing between the two of you. Strength and judgment, you have the power to move forward away from that. All right, I don't think it's a good time to go back to the past. It feels too conflicting. All right, let's see. Let's see for your love and relationships for the people around you. Knight of Cups, Sagittarius. Knight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, one more. You guys could be hearing from an earth sign around this time. You have Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Now, when we're talking about people, we have all the people cards coming in for you guys here. So, apply the math. You could have a lot of people around you. There is one queen, though, and the rest are knights. So that could be you. Sagittarius, you guys could definitely be trying to stabilize yourself, and maybe the people around you just aren't really matching up to you. You do have the Knight of Cups, though, so there is somebody here who wants to reach out to you, and it might be an emotional message here. Somebody might want to open up about how they feel. This is somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve, so you could get an admirer coming through. You also have the Knight of Swords, which is somebody who is very forward, comes in straight away, may not know exactly how they feel, but they're just going in, so pay attention to that person. Knight of Wands as well is a very enthusiastic, energy, very optimistic, very fun, but it may not be very serious. But there is no Knight of Pentacles, which I think is what you are desiring, or King, or whatever, another Queen, whatever it be for you guys. It doesn't feel like any of these are matching you. So for some of you, in terms of love and relationships, others of you, in terms of maybe friendships, there might be a message coming through from somebody who could be hearing something important. I think there's like 3 different like situations going on, to be honest, with all of this. You have a fun message coming through, maybe an invitation to do something with a friend. You also have an invitation, maybe somebody needs to open up to you and, you know, express some emotions to you, and somebody is just talking to you. That just is what it is. That's what it feels like. I'm feeling a lot of mixed feelings, but nothing feels very stable in your love life. For those who are single anyways, when it comes down to people who are in a relationship, again, maybe a bit of an emotional roller coaster, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. It just feels like there might be a lot of communication about different things this week, where things might need to be cleared up, all right, emotionally. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, maybe there needs to be some more things done with the wild card, like facing upwards. All right, let's see some overall advice for you guys. Queen of Wands, this is your fiery energy. All right, you are stepping into your true self. You are stepping into a very admirable energy, very confident energy, very fiery energy, okay? It's about having all the ideas and pursuing them. All right. You do have the 5 of Cups, so they are, as part of your advice here, is to not focus on what has gone wrong, things that we know are not going right for us, but to focus on things that we still have left and what we can make of it, because not everything is going to go smoothly, not everything is going to go to plan, not everything is going to go the way that we want it to, and it's just about dealing with that disappointment a bit better and move forward, because you do have something else to deal with. It's about freeing yourself from maybe a very emotional energy that maybe you've been stuck in for a while. I thought something was flipped here. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, let's carry on. Some advice, please. 8 of Pentacles, keep working super hard. You will see progress very soon. 8 of Pentacles is, again, sticking to the plan, sticking to what works, sticking to the routine, learning, growing. Okay, this is a very, how can I express myself? This is a card of movement. This is a card that moves to me, okay? So that means there's a lot of progress coming up for you guys. So don't worry too much on what goes wrong, what doesn't go the way we want it to, because you do have movement. You are improving. You are putting in a lot of time and energy into something, and it will pay off. All right, let's get you some tea leaf tarot as well. Well, apparently there is romance coming in. Actually, a few cards about that, so maybe I will go back over it. Because you have Rose, romance is in the air. Maybe it is just a lot of these options. You then have Fan, romance, celebration, and party. You have Bear, danger, especially in money matters. All right, be careful then if you're partying maybe a bit too much. Don't spend too much of your money. We have Beetle, this says good fortune. You have Pale, all right, this says time to get out of a situation, which you are. You have Fly, that could be to do with ill health and depression. You could be finding ways and new paths to heal that, fix that, speak to people who can help you with that. We have temporary situation with a tent, and you have Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth from your current temporary situation. Okay, that's what it feels like. Let me just quickly pull some tarot cards then on your love life. Let me see. Why is there romance here? Magician. 2 of Cups. Well, you're manifesting it in. Okay, so even if it's not these options, definitely don't settle for less, but do have fun. You do have this 2 of Cups and Magician, so this is in the works. If you are currently in a relationship, then a Magician means that maybe there's a new beginning happening between the 2 of you that you're manifesting together. New home, children, whatever it be. Whatever you guys are doing, traveling together, whatever it is. All right. But for those who are single, the Magician here, 2 of Cups, you are manifesting new love. It doesn't feel like it's the options you have around you, to be honest. But you are going to be moving forward within that part of your life as well anyways. So, well, I wish you all the best, Sagittarius. I send you my love. Just remember your true colors. You are a leader. You've shown leadership traits. It's just about having the confidence, believing in yourself, things don't need to look perfect to be a leader. You don't need to make perfect decisions every time. How do you think you learn and grow? You got to make mistakes to learn and grow. You got to make mistakes to understand what works and what doesn't work. That's how you become a really good, successful person. So don't hold on too much to the negativity. Give love to yourself. Set yourself free from that kind of like anxiety by understanding that things are never that serious. And if they are, there's always a solution, you know, at the end of the day. So maybe that might lessen the load on your shoulders when it comes down to making decisions or trying to sort your life out in a certain way that you want it to. So anyway, big week for self-discovery. But aside from that, I hope this reading helped in some ways. If you like the merch, this is my merch. If you like the jumper, this is actually a mine, so you can find that on the website. But anyway, I love you guys and I wish you guys all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right?